Welcome to the Mortgage Broker Podcast, tailor-made for Canadian mortgage industry professionals. Proudly presented by a Better Way Mortgage Group, this podcast is your trusted source for insider insights, market updates, and strategies to elevate your career in the ever-evolving world of mortgage brokering. Whether you're a seasoned broker with a Better Way Mortgage Group or an industry enthusiast looking to stay ahead, our episodes are designed to empower you with the knowledge and tools you need to excel in the Canadian mortgage space.
I mean, it's interesting. And the more I think about the planning component of your business and your process, assuming you do everything properly and it works, you're really building a client for life, right?
That's the goal. Yeah.
I mean, you're managing investments, you're planning for retirement. I'm also curious how many people you talk to when you start with that conversation about their plan. How many people actually have a plan?
Yeah, not many people, like zero. That's just rounding up.
Yeah.
Most people don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Right? They just go, oh, I thought I was just renewing a mortgage, but I really like how you're redoing the entire debt strategy to get me further ahead.
Yeah.
Like one of the questions, you've heard me say this, like what's the fastest way to pay down your mortgage? It's not biweekly, it's not accelerated, it's TFSA.
Yeah.
Right? Putting all your excess cash flow into your TFSA, let the mortgage do its thing, but have compound interest work for you, right? Like you stick extra money into your mortgage, you're earning essentially the return of the mortgage rate.
Yeah.
And mortgages for the last 15 years, outside the last couple of years, have been between 3 and 4%.
Yeah.
So you're making 3 to 4% on your money when in the last 25 years, the TSX is on 7.7.
Yeah.
I mean, get compound interest working for you on the TFSA side. You build yourself an emergency fund. That TFSA will grow faster. And then if you wanted to, you can cash out, pay off your mortgage years sooner than if you just stuck it directly into your mortgage. Stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, since we're in the thick of it, I mean, one of the topics we were going to touch on is like key business impact, which it's glaring what the key business impact was. And it is the planning component. And give you a bit of praise here. Vy Tri actually did a presentation for our entire brokerage to teach and train on this so that other brokers that don't have this experience can start to look at the transaction a little bit differently. And that's just a ton of phenomenal feedback on that session. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
But while we're in the thick of this, talking about this strategy, I mean, let's go a little bit deeper on this, right? You know, you're talking about TFSA and the difference between investment and mortgage rate. How many of your clients are you seeing that are actually able to engage in this strategy? Is there a scenario where it doesn't often work?
The often doesn't work is clients who can't save.
Yeah.
So, in that case, it's really what most brokers do, just stick them into a fixed rate mortgage.
Yeah.
And no HELOC, so they can't, spend further.
Yeah.
Our whole job is to find a solution to help better themselves or help the clients get better.
Yeah.
So I got another example for you. It ties into all that. It's really cool. Had a client who is a typical, client who likes mortgage brokers. They have 4 investment properties, made a ton of money off of them. They've saved next to nothing for retirement because all their money went into investment properties. Looking at some of this and going, because this is when the capital gains talk was going on. How do we actually retire? Because they're all both in commission jobs, so they can't do that forever, haven't saved anything. If they sold everything, then capital gains, lack of cash flow, the whole thing. We figured out they could sell one property and we found a way to get all the money tax-free. And so the capital gains on one, I think it was $900,000. Half the capital gains is taxable. So $450,000 would go on his income. Luckily, he had $450,000 in RSP room because he's never contributed a dime to his RSPs.
Wow.
So we stuck that into the RSPs. Capital gains is free. Stuck the rest of the profit into their mortgage, paid down their mortgage. So we saved $700,000 on their mortgage, so that's got paid down. Then we reborrowed that $700,000 31 days later, invested it to create a tax deduction. So now that $700,000 is borrowed funds in the eyes of CRA. It's tax deductible. So those deductions can now be used to draw out the RSPs.
Wow.
So now we can retire selling one property.
Wow. That's incredible. Yeah. I mean, that's like what Derek was saying, like the training call that you hosted for our team. I guess that was almost more than a year ago now.
Oh God, has it been?
Yeah. Hands down our most viewed training session, still on our ABW agent internet. That's an example of part of the strategy you were talking about. Yeah. You just talked a lot about tax and strategy. Like you need to know the tax play as much as the financial advising side of this. And like, maybe just touch on that slightly. Like, I know you have a business partner that leads the financial planning side, but where does this tax knowledge and strategy come into it? Like, I would assume you have like an accounting background or somebody in the firm has.
So the firm has accountants on staff. We've heard the investments out. But we have all our knowledge in-house, and it's just doing it over and over again. And every client experience is different. So lots of different things get thrown at me. So, quick learning.
Yeah, no kidding.
Got to do the research.
So,
right.
I mean, industry wide for the last, call it 10 to 12 months, every conversation is rate. Rate. Brokers are losing more transactions than ever because of rate. Banks are competing on renewal more aggressively than they ever have.
Yep.
I feel like in your model, you probably don't deal with that as much. Don't get me wrong. Everyone wants to save money and everyone wants the shiny rate. But I feel like there's so much strategy here that you probably don't deal with the same amount of loss as a typical residential broker would that's not dealing with the planning side of it.
Yeah, we try to lose the deal before we do any work on it.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
Who have you seen? What are they offering?
Yeah.
Great, go that way. Or no, we can get really close. Like, we'll be within 5 to 10 bips. Like, would you like to work with us?
But
And then they're going, after we have the whole strategy meeting and going, I can get you this close.
yeah.
And oftentimes the clients are like, yeah, rock and roll, let's do it.
Yeah.
Right. But sometimes they're just like, no, for the 10 bips, I'm going to go over there. I'm like, that's cool. Like, we have a 30-year, 40-year relationship ahead of us here.
Yeah.
Not just one mortgage.
Yeah.
At some point, I'm sure we'll do business.
Yeah.
That client is bringing value to the firm. So we're going to stay in contact. We're not losing track of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, when you get into these strategies, you're having conversations that, one, a bank has probably never had with them. And two, for a large part, I'd say a lot of, if not all mortgage brokers wouldn't have this conversation. So you're probably throwing a lot of these clients off that have spoken to other institutions or brokers.
We tell the clients what we're doing. Some of them will go to their bank and they'll ask the questions to fact check us, I guess. The advisor will send an email going, well, ask them this, this, and this. And it's the most hilarious questions. Like, you can tell the bank people have no idea what we're doing.
That's incredible. Thank you for tuning in. If you found value in this show, please subscribe to our channel on your preferred platform. We're available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Your support is incredibly appreciated. We also welcome your reviews and feedback, which are crucial in helping us deliver outstanding educational content. Feel free to share your thoughts. A 5-star review would be fantastic if you think we earned it. Lastly, a vital announcement about Backpack Buddies, our chosen charity for 2025. This remarkable organization addresses a hidden hunger issue many are unaware of in British Columbia. While school districts provide meals during school hours, numerous children face food scarcity at home, particularly during the weekends. Backpack Buddy steps in to support these vulnerable children, ensuring they have easy to prepare, familiar food for weekends. This is achieved through collaborations with schools and an extensive distribution network. Your contribution can make a significant difference. With just $20, you can give a child in need a food bag from Backpack Buddies filled with enough meals and snacks to sustain them over the weekend and more. Once again, thank you for listening and see you on the next one.